Right, hi everyone. The other day I seen a really interesting, fascinating film. It was called After the Dark, and it was to do with this teacher, philosophy teacher, and obviously his pupils. And they did a scenario where there was a nuclear war, and there was a bunker, and there was 21 of them. But the bunker only had enough food and only enough spaces for 10 people. There's the conundrum. There was conundrum there. So people had different skills. That was written on a bit of paper. One was a structural engineer, another one was a carpenter, one was an astronaut, one was a florist, one just quoted poetry, another one was a harpist. Uh, Things like that. And as soon as the one said that he was a poet, he got shot in the head, dead, just like that by the wild card guy. Um, no one knew who his skills was. I ain't gonna reveal it on here because it was just really fascinating. Uh, I thought, well, that was fascinating, and I thought that's really interesting as a bit of a mini role play scenario, really, in its own right, with people out there. I mean, if you ended up putting down pretty much what they had in the film or whatever, uh, 20 skills down on a piece of paper, and then you had to whittle it down to 10. That's going to be a tough ask to do. And then after that, role play out that scenario of how things would go based on those choices. Now, there was a second part of this when they redone it again, and there was a little bit of additional information to do with this. Uh, it was sort of like maybe one guy was like also a house cleaner, housekeeper as well. But there's one guy that sort of like I can't remember, but I'll say this, a carpenter, but there was additionary thing that also was infertile. Um, Another character ended up pretty much on there with his skill and ended up, that guy's gay and stuff like that. Another one which was, I can't remember the technical name for it, but this is a doctor that can fix bones and stuff like that. But also, they put down on the paper, oh, that may have actually contracted Ebola. Male. No guarantee that this person did. It just may be. And it's one of those films that I thought, oh, this is definitely a hidden gem of a movie. I thought it was really great. I mean, I wasn't so keen in the very last moment. Then again, I thought he was probably the teacher running over his head to do with that sort of scenario anyway, and he never actually did what he did. But I just thought this film was a really wonderful film. It is worth watching, but also it would be great to use as a little bit of a what if scenario, as a a bit of a role play scenario, and just run with it. And it'd be interesting if your GM or anyone could do that. Literally have, um, let's say, as in the film, about 21 slots, and writing down certain skills and stuff like that. Who would you have in the bunker? Who would you leave out of the bunker, why would you do it, and just things like that. Considering the whole concept, what are you gonna do? After you get out of this bunker. Um, who are you gonna need to survive afterwards? To do with the rebuilding things after the year's gone, after the fallout's gone. And yeah, it's a very fascinating film. It is called After the Dark. I thought it was a wonderful film that had just it was just very interesting the way they presented it. It really was very fascinating for me. I mean, not everyone would find it that great. I personally did. I feel it is well worth checking out. At the moment, it is on Amazon Prime. So if you see it, if you've got Amazon Prime, please check it out. But see if you can do some sort of scenario to do with what I've said about anyway, because I just like to hear people's results on this, people's feelings on this after they've run it with with a group or something like that. It'd just be really fascinating to hear people's thoughts and stuff and feelings on this. Okay, right, that's it. Thanks for watching. Till next time.